Let me ask you, yes you, how far are you willing to go into the weeds to get more output, more clarity, and more deep down snort out of your bass? Let's get our Wilderness Explorers badge together on this episode, and let's go deep into the weeds. All right, jumping right in. Now, I might give you a little bit too much context on all this, but I want you to get a big picture of what I'm talking about, and you stick around to the end. I'm going to show you how to get 3, 6, and maybe even 10 dB output out of your system, all right? Jumping right in. I'm on the MTX site, okay? Now, you might laugh, it's MTX, but there's a reason. Because I like the square subwoofer, the S65, and I had it in my own vehicle, and I know this woofer very well. And I do think if you have one woofer and you're maximizing for output, I do believe a square one is going to be louder than a round one, okay? That's just how I feel, okay? I'm sure, though, in this case, MTX is paying some sort of royalty to Kicker. But that's another video, okay? So I'm going to go here to the 6512, click on it, and there's a number we're going to pin on the screen together, okay? I get down here to downloads, and it talks about the Theo Smalls of a driver, okay? So when I hop into this, I'm going to circle it right here. 15.5, I'm going to round up, 15.5 millimeters of Xmax. Okay, Xmax is how far the driver goes in and out. And if it goes past that, the spider or the woofer starts to essentially break over time. Now, we're going to put that up here, okay, 15.5. All right, bear with me. Now, I'm going to pull this up. This is WinISD, a program for anyone who wants to do any sort of testing for a woofer, okay? Now, if I go here, and I'm gonna start with the boxes, okay? So first, blue is the sealed, and the box is 2.5 cubic feet with an F3 down point of 45 hertz. I know, more weedier than ever, okay? Now, I'm gonna go ported, and I go box, it's 2.5 cubic feet, tuned to 35 hertz. There's another number. We're gonna put that one up here too, okay? 15.5 and 35. And you'll see why these numbers are important, all right? Bear with me. So now I go to signal. Now in this case, on paper, the green box, which is ported, is going to be substantially louder than a sealed box. One thing to look at here is the input power on a ported. Let's make it 500 watts. Very doable. Then we'll click to the sealed, and we'll make it 500 watts. Okay, and now in this case, you might say, okay, yes, the ported is substantially louder. I agree on paper. All right, now let's go a little bit deeper. Now, remember we're talking about Xmax. Remember it's 15.5. So now I go up here. And what I'll do, guys, is I'll leave a link for this software down below in the comments. And if you get stuck, just put, hey, need help, WinISD. I'll reach out to you, okay, and we'll get you going. Now, I'm going to go down here to Cone Excursion. Now, once again, this is how far it goes in and out. Now, our baseline was 500 watts. So now we're here. This is excursion. So this high point here of the blue is 13. So these lines are 50 hertz, 40 hertz, 30 hertz, and 20 hertz. I think we agree because it's math. Let's just call it 35 hertz. This speaker is moving 13 millimeters in and out. The maximum it can go is that red line you see here, okay, which is 15.5. That being said, once I go past that, that's when the woofer starts to rip and have some problems. Now, if you look here at this green one, the ported, the yellow at this at 50 hertz, this speaker here is only moving about 9 millimeters. Let's just call it roughly half. You know, give or take a few millimeters here and there. What's 1 millimeter between friends? But you'll notice up here, down here, at which is called 26, 27 hertz, this yellow line goes off the chart. When it goes off the chart, once again, it's passing the 15.5 millimeters of travel. It means the woofer is going to rip, it's going to break, it's going to have problems. Okay, it's going to have problems. My subsonic filter, what you do is you can cut it off before it hits that. So if we look at this line here, 30, if I could cut it off at 30, none of this high, let's say, danger zone would happen. So let's change this one to 1,000 watts. Now you'll notice now I can get this woofer moving. And now if I, like I said, if I eliminated this, so subsonic filter essentially cuts off the low lows. Most music isn't centered around 30 hertz, and it's not a hard cutoff either. It's kind of a slope that goes off. But that being said, it's because you can protect your woofer, and now I can turn it up louder, and now I can also give it more power. That's a good trade. Very good trade. Now I'm going to go sealed. So I'm going to click this one. The blue line lights up. You'll see down here, it's 500 watts. I'll just do 1,000. Uh-oh. It is already past the maximum excursion at, what's this called, 50-ish. Like I said, it's just on the screen, okay? Now, by utilizing a ported enclosure, I got more output, and I can play with it a little bit more. And keep going. Stay tuned for my bonus. I'm going to offer you 3, 6, or 10 more dB of output too, so you keep this in mind. I go back here to theoretical SPL. Theoretical SPL. The green, I'll go here so it's darker, is louder at 122. And the sealed is at what's this called, 117.5. 1,000 watts, 1,000 watts. Well, now the ported can take more power handling and give you more output, and there's still more in the tank. This is where the fun happens. This is the difference, guys, why prefabs and stuff don't work that well, and you want to have a box that's screwed, glued, solid, fiberglass, whatever, but having a good box. So let's go back to ported, and let's change this to cone excursion, because this is the important one, guys, no matter what company it is or anything, all right? If I could put a high-pass filter on here, so like I said, after 30 it doesn't go, watch this now. 1,200 watts. So now, let's keep going. Let's keep going. 123. So now this one's almost 9 dB louder than a sealed. Woo, woo, woo. Hey, let's keep going. Into the weeds more. Stay tuned for the bonus now. Now, here's the bonus for you now, okay? Now, remember we had two numbers on the screen. One was 15.5 and the other was 35. So why 35? You will notice that if I go here, the box is tuned to 35 hertz. Ported number. Okay, just go back to signal. So you'll notice on this graph, the green, you will see right here, the cone movement is negligible. It's like 4. You ready? It's going like it's barely moving because the port is doing the output, not the driver. But what if you could boost up that? So the parametric EQ, there's called a Q, and it's a wide Q or a short Q, and it looks like this. Okay, so from at 30 hertz, and I go to increase it, do I want to go wide, like do 30, 32, 33, or what's less than 30, 28, 27? No, I want to make a sharp Q and start to boost it up at this port tuning frequency. I can get 3, 6, and even 10 dB more output when using a subsonic filter. And I will make it up here. I will do a link for my video on a subsonic filter, which essentially would limit this at, say, 30 hertz. But for the majority of people with normal music, 30 hertz is no problem. But imagine now what you can do with this. You can start to add, I can do now 1,200 watts of power from 500, and I can now boost it. And I have the room to do it. It's just like if I had a motor that can go to 7,000 RPM, doesn't mean I drive at 7,000 RPM, but now I can stay within these limits and use little power bands, so to speak. All right, let's go deeper. All right, so now what you see on screen, we were talking about the red line is 15.5 is where it goes out of whack, and then you see the green line. Well, let's keep going with this. We're going to add a filter, okay, which is my subsonic filter. So I go high pass, Butterworth, a fourth order. So a fourth order is 6 dB, is how steep the slope is. Second is 12, third is 18, fourth is 24. I like 24, okay? And then we're going to make it at 30 hertz, like we said. Now, let's go deeper. Let's go 20. Let's go 20. See what happens. All right, well, that didn't work, right? Like, whew, That certainly didn't work. So now we go to modify it. We go 30. So now look at this excursion map now, okay? I can play it harder, louder, and my woofer will never get damaged. This is what I mean by there's a science behind it all, okay? This is what I mean. Like, I even go here now with, let's go deeper into signal. Let's try 1500. Is it, oh no, can I get 1400 now out of it? No. 13? Oh yeah. So, don't get me wrong, that's a little too close to the red line, okay? But this is what I wanted to show, okay? By understanding what's going on, you can maximize output by far. And I think it's actually pretty awesome, all right? I like these weeds. I'm sharing these weeds. I hope I didn't lose you, and I hope you're still here at the end of the video. And I hope you go on to this video to check it out, where I'm going to go into the weeds too next.